morning, market snipers. Welcome back. This is Jesse. We're getting started really early today. Really early. I've got some things going on later today. So the in-laws are in town, and the wife took the day off. Let the nanny take the day off. Blah blah blah. So I'll probably have to love to want to take a 10:30 a.m. shift. So in a couple hours, and I have to, give the wife a break or whatever, and you get to hang out with the baby. She already wanted me to take her on a bike ride and play in the garage and all that stuff at like 7 in the morning. So she definitely loves doing that now. I've conditioned her to play outside a lot and enjoy the bike rides and stuff like that. She's 16 and a half months. So I'm sure she'll be asking for the car keys and all that in no time. But we're getting started early today because TGIF, thank God it's Friday, but also because got some family time to enjoy the rest of the day and then into the weekend. So hopefully you guys get outside, even though it's supposed to rain. It rained a little bit last night. It's supposed to be. I get text messages from family in Minnesota like, "Watch out for the floods." Blah blah blah. I'm like, we haven't even got one drop of rain yet, but thank you for your concern. So that's what happens when you watch the news, but not really sure exactly what's going on in my neighborhood. So with that, getting started early today. If you're new to the channel, awesome. Welcome. If you're returning, even better. Good to see you back. First half of the live stream, we usually cover Bitcoin, altcoin, stocks, anything that else that jumps out of us on the watch list. And the second half of the live stream, we will cover your chart requests. Just make sure to put in the ticker symbol, the name of the asset, and the asset class, so that I can search for it quickly, because there's a lot of overlap on crypto and stocks. So gotta do that. Help me with the algorithms. Smash the like button, hit the repost button, share with your friends and family, and get things rocking and rolling over here. Let's see. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good morning. Welcome back, Mike. Welcome back. Possibly. We talked about it. The higher time frames are still bullish. Doesn't mean you couldn't get a pullback on the daily chart. Yeah, it happens quickly because of all the leverage, right? It's not just spot gold. It's not just spot Bitcoin. There's paper gold and there's paper Bitcoin. So, I've been talking about this for years, that all the way back to 2021, so over 4.5 years, when I started posting charts on Twitter X, formerly known as Twitter, now known as X, the X Factor. That I was really into Bitcoin like 2020, but the more I got into it, the reason why I was interested mostly is because the whole narrative of spot Bitcoin and digital gold and all that, over 5.5 years ago. But as time goes on, more and more paper Bitcoin gets created. Yes, futures were created December 2017, right? That was like the major shift started to happen. And then you get the Bitcoin ETFs in 2020. What was it, 2023? And everything in between since then. So now it's like everything is built on, the legacy banking and all that stuff. So people are getting excited about Square or Lightning or whatever. It's like, what happened to the peer-to-peer? Everyone has to run a node, spot Bitcoin. It's become paper Bitcoin now. So there's gold, there's paper gold, and there has been. So where am I going with this? I'm still into Bitcoin, and I will buy the right dip, but I'm less enthusiastic since the more and more paper Bitcoin that is created, right? Like if there was no paper gold, I would have a lot more physical gold, right? But there's paper gold, so they could suppress price for as long as they want. The market bosses, could suppress price as long as they want. So here we go, starting off with a rant way too early in the morning, at 8:40 in the morning. But uh, this is unscripted, is unfiltered, unedited live stream on YouTube and Twitter X simultaneously. So you're gonna get pure and raw Jesse, good or bad. So, but it's great for swing trading, right? Amazing for swing trading. Talked about over here on April 11th, there was bullish divergence followed by a buy signal. Great swing trade. All the targets were hit. Then the price back tested target 4 and went on to make new all-time highs. Not once, but twice, but 3 times, right? So fast forward, then on October 8th, I posted this chart when Bitcoin was at 123,400, and the rest is history. The rest is history. The bottom is in crew on October 10th or 11th. The bottom was in crew on October 17th. The bottom was in again November 4th. And here we are taking out pivot lows, right? So talked about it over here that the major support, in my opinion, was lost. We're just getting right into it. See that transition? That was by accident. Yeah. We'll cover it, Mike. Metals don't seem to give us many. Yeah, that's what I love about Bitcoin. There's usually bearish divergence at the top and usually bullish divergence at the bottom. Not always, but usually. So I do love that about Bitcoin. And it's felt like at times it feels like cheating. At times we're going to get it wrong. But I'd like to think that on the daily chart, 75 to 80%, 75 to 80% right, so but yeah, not all assets will give divergences as much as Bitcoin has given me since swing trading Bitcoin in since 2020, right? So I've been swing trading Bitcoin since 2020. What else? What else? Yeah, so we'll just keep going. So the major support that we talked about over the last few days, this whole week probably 2 weeks, right? Longer, right? We've been talking about it. But since Sunday, when we had a weekly candle close below 108,250, that was the major support that we lost, not 100,000. I've been saying this orange line, all slash $100,000 psychological value is tiny support. It's tiny support. It's the 108 ish was weekly support. It was higher time frame support. It was the daily chart support at 108 or whatever it is, right? This pivot point over here at 106,500, over here at 107,500 on the daily chart, 108,300. It's been battling that level since May. Drop below, back up, drop below, went above, probably wicked back down to it, or the 110, all the way back up, all the way back down, 108 again, all the way up, 108, 108, 108. So that was the major support, and that was lost. And we talked about it. We covered it. That support was lost. You can see 106, 108. There's so many reasons why that was the major support. This was not major support. That's tiny support. And it was lost quickly. This was a battle. This was not a battle. That was one bounce back up into the trading dots and then drop 94,400. Oh boy. The price is down, but our side is up. Are you sure about 94,000? Sir, sir, it already hit 94,500. Sir. Oh boy. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. We're circling back to all the comments. I don't know what that means. LLP. Is that a ticker symbol? Oh. TGIF. Ooh, I like that ticker symbol. I like that ticker symbol. Yep, it sure is. Good morning, Javier Reyes. Long time no see, no talk. Maybe you're on here not too long ago. Good morning, Enrique. Welcome back. Thomas Redker, hot, decent stream reposted. Awesome. I don't know what that means in what is that, German? I don't know. Maybe. I think so. I think so. I don't know. Oh boy. 94,500 was already hit, my guy. My man. Good morning, Jose Marquez. Welcome back. Yep. It's true. Grab some caffeine. We did. Yep. Yep. Starting soon. Yes. Yep. 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 Okay, cool. We're all caught up on comments. Woo! There we go. 4 out of 4 targets have been hit so far. Do we have? Whew. Bottom was in. Bottom was in on target 2. Bottom was in on target 1 until it's not, right? All the bottom colors. So what have we been talking about? The higher time frames have been flipping bearish. The weekly chart, the 3-week chart had a bearish engulfing candle. The monthly chart, the 2-week chart. We're going to cover all of that. We're going to look at it all today. And then another milestone that the bottom is not in. We start getting candle closes below target 4, and we're going to see much lower prices, right? Much lower prices. But that's not the only confirmation. The weekly chart already had a lower low, right? It's like target 92,000 and 95,000 has been target 4, right? Has been target 4. So also a little bit of support over here. So could get a bounce. We factor that into our drawing. When are people going to call it? When are people flipping? People are flipping in real time, but down here coming all the way back down to 76,000, like over here on the schematic, the distribution schematic 1 that we drew out on October 8th, right? And actually I think my drawing has been more like it was similar to here, but then I drew based off of my targets, and I think it's pretty close to this, but prices followed it fairly closely. You got bounces over here, key levels, bouncing at key levels, right? So overall not bad. Being that it was so early, like a lot of people are posting. Oh, there goes the trading bot. Let's see. We gotta check on it. Okay. How's it doing today? It was up today. It was up like $150 today. It's only trading 1 micro contracts on the live account. Still testing it. A new one. Still testing a new one. But it's up like $600 in the last week. So not bad. Risking, what is it? 1 micro contract is $3,200 to $3,300 per contract. And so trading 1 contract of micro NASDAQ futures while testing, and it's up like, I think it's up $600 since November 6th is when I went live with the live trading account. Not just the paper account. I have the paper account too, but the live account is up like 600. What is it? 8 calendar days. So what is that? See, last Thursday, Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So 6.5, 7 trading days. Not bad. I'd take that. Take that all day. If we could get it to like $3,000 a month, that would be insane. If it takes $3,200 to $3,300 risk, and in a month you net $3,000, that's almost 100% return on risk. So we'll see. That's on. I don't know if I'll release that one on the $49 per month. That might be like a premium trading bot one day. Could you find similar settings on the bots that have already been rolled out? Absolutely. As good? Maybe not. But I have found profitable settings on the two that have already been rolled out, right? So like day trades and stuff like that. So uh, none of this is sponsored by anyone. So MarketSniper.pro, we got to give a little plug here. $49 a month. You get 2 battle tested strategies. It's the 2 original, right? And I plan to roll out one. It hasn't been one per week, but one every week eventually. And we've been focusing. Shout out to Alex, my guy. He's in the beta testing for trading bots. He's helping me with the dashboard, blah, blah, blah. Help me with full automation. So if you log in to the dashboard and you can manage your subscription too. So, we're going fully automated, not only the trading bots, but the sign up, your cancellation, all that. So you don't have to rely on me. You can still email me, but, uh, you know, you can just manage it yourself, and it's way easier. But default, if you ever, probably direct messaging me in the Discord is probably the best way to contact me if you're in the Discord. That's probably number one, and then number two, probably the email. So there's that. 100% fully automated trade execution, new and future strategies monthly. Yep. Private Discord. Yep. Priority support. Yep. Especially the Discord. Canceling time. Yeah. Especially, I'm going to probably update that. Manage your own subscription. Canceling time. I don't know. But then we got to add, excuse me, we got to add dashboard, right? The dashboard's included. We haven't even added that yet. And then we're going to probably give, if it's not too much trouble for us, probably also give the 2 indicators that, started it all off. It's basically the sharpshooter candles 4.21 and RSI 3.2 trading bots. They were the indicators and then built into the strategy. So, but yeah, the features are, scrolling down, you've got sharpshooter candles, trading bot, right? The sharpshooter RSI, trading bot, and then the dashboard. It's all included at $49. Obviously, it's not going to stay there forever. Obviously, the price is going to have to go higher. But not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Maybe it's either going to be a combination of we continue to roll out more tools and make the dashboard better, right? So it's getting pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. I'm really happy with it, actually. So it's just going to get better. Right now, you can upload your past trades from certain brokers and exchanges, and we'll continue to add that. And then eventually, it's going to be all API, right? It's going to be all API. You can log in with your, and we can't see any of the back end data on any of the API accounts, but not that we would do anything with it anyways, but can't even see it. So, so eventually the API, you can just connect your broker exchange, and we'll start off with the ones that we're already using ourselves, and then go from there. So, but yeah, the dashboard's included, and we're just going to keep building tools from there. And then one day it may roll out a premium trading bot too, but that would cost a lot more. and it would include all of this. But right now, that's all we have right now. And then maybe one day we'll go with the lower tiered as well. That does not include the trading bots, but maybe it's all for manual trading, like the 2 indicators, the dashboard, and then some more tools that we're going to roll out in the near future. So with that, let's get back to it. Target 4, we're going to cover the higher time frames as well. We've been watching this since October 8th. Dang. And what have we been talking about? Typically, a fractal plays out. If I make a really good fractal, right, as just an idea, it's just an idea, right? It's an idea. And if I make a really, if the idea hits and it tracks it eerily similar, like it has many times in the past, I typically don't see it follow the fractal or the idea more than like 45 days, right? A good run is like 45 days. So here we are from October 8th, 37 days, 45 days, right? So who knows? Maybe it goes 60 days. Who knows? Maybe it goes the full, maybe it comes all the way down here within like 45 to 60 days. And maybe not. Maybe it bounced around here, and then after like 60 days, uh, price is not down here yet, right? So I don't expect it to play out forever, right? So we'll see. We'll see how it continues to play out. But so far, since October 8th, 37 days, it's been playing out eerily similar, right? At the key bounce areas, at the key retracements so far, right? So that's where we're at. FICOs, hello, 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 hello. So there we are. Let's go back over here. We're sub 97,000 right now. 94,000. Let's hit up the weekly chart. We talked about it. We covered there's a sell signal on the weekly chart back in October, followed by a buy signal, but we said, do we trust it? It's below the trading dots, and it looked like it was rolling over. That was the sneaky lower high. This is the bearish divergence. This is the sneaky lower high, followed by a lower low. So that was the significant weekly sell here, in my opinion, at 104.8, because it took out this pivot point over here at 108,200-ish. Once it took out that pivot point on the weekly chart, that was Sunday. In my opinion, that was significant. Not the $100,000. That was a smaller, tiny support. The weekly chart at 108,200 closed below that, which we've been talking about all the way up here. You wouldn't want to, permabulls wouldn't want to see a weekly close below 108,200. We've been talking about that for over a month. So here we are. We had a close, and now we have follow through. 2-week chart, how's that looking? Pending sell signal on the 2-week chart. For the first time this whole entire run, right? Going all the way back to September 2023. First pending sell signal on the 2-week chart. We already had a 2-week chart candle close below the trending dots. We're going to expect bounces along the way, but we did not have a sell signal there. And the 2-week candle doesn't close for a while. It doesn't close for another 10 days. So a lot can happen, but there is a pending sell signal right now. There was not a sell signal back here. There's not a sell signal back here. There was a sell signal here, and then price went lower. Price came all the way back up, retested the trending dots, trapped some more bulls, and we were attacking this in the Discord. I attacked this bounce in April of 2022 on Ethereum, but we were covering Bitcoin and Ethereum, and everything else in between, back in the Discord back there. And I was attacking here as well, right? Talked about Ethereum could go all the way below $1,000, and it did. It went below $900. So we'll see. Pending sell signal on the 2-week chart. Woo. Crazy. Breaking news. Just in. I hadn't even looked at it yet this morning. Talked about it, covered it. If we get a sell signal on the 3-week chart and a candle close below the trending dots, forget the sell signal. If you get a candle close below the trending dots, the last time that happened was January 2022. Did not happen over here in June of 2021. Okay, that should have been a tiny win over on the trading bot. See, update. Yeah, nice. Nice. Okay, let's do this. Boom, 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 boom. So there we go. 3-week chart. Did not have a candle close below the trading dots. Did have a candle close below, and that was in hindsight the bear market. Fast forward, did not have a candle close below. Did not have a candle close below. Still doesn't close for 3 more days. But if you get a candle close below the trailing dots, that's another check mark in the bear camp that there's a bear market. So, not sure what to tell you. Monthly chart. Obviously, you get a candle close below on the monthly chart, it's way into the bear market, right? So coming back in for a test of the trailing dots. Trailing dots are currently at 90,000, but the trajectory of it would be right around target 4 by the end of heading into December. So in November, seems like it may want to retest the trailing dots either November or December. And then, of course, the candle close below, you're already in the bear market. So now we'll circle back. Again, we had the bearish divergence on the monthly chart. Could have an RSI sell signal in the near future. We have a pending MACD bearish crossover on the monthly chart. But we had signs way before. Bearish divergence on the histogram followed by a red histogram. The month isn't over, but it's trending that way. Bearish divergence on the histogram followed by a red candle signaled, additional confirmation that the bear market is on. Late to the party. The histogram is decreasing over here, from January on, right? There was bullish divergence down here. And then the late to the party bullish confirmation of the MACD crossover was June 2023. So this doesn't happen very often, and it's very late to the party. Yet, we still have so many influencers, so many quote-unquote experts, so many large accounts on Twitter X and probably YouTube saying that the bull market is not over yet. Okay. Well, just follow the MACD, and the MACD is going to tell you that it's a lagging monthly indicator, and you're still calling for the bull run, right? I mean, got this. We've got this, and we have this pending, right? But we have the decline leading up to it, and we have the decline leading up to it, right? So, and then we have the increase leading up to it, along with, bullish diversions and all that stuff. So, this is like the final nail in the coffin, which is like 2 weeks away, right? So a lot can happen by then. So, if I was, I'm not just basing all this off of a MACD. This is like the final move. And of course, you had a bullish crossover here, July 2020. It's late to the party, right? It's late to the party. So if your favorite guru out there is still calling for 150,000 Bitcoin, it's possible, but it's a slim to zero chance. Or $200,000 by the end of the year, end of Q4. There's 45 days left, and the MACD is crossing over on the monthly chart, right? So it's going to take some time to get the ship turned around. Even if it flipped back bullish, it would still take like 3 or 4 months to do so. But it's not likely to happen. 3-week chart, right? 2-week chart, right? Weekly chart, right? So going back to over here, right? You got the bearish divergence on the weekly chart. This was looking like a lower high, a sneaky lower high on Bitcoin. That was October 20th, the week of. And then 2 more weeks, the close was a lower low. So the bearish divergence followed by a lower high, confirmed by a lower low, already happened, right? Already happened on Sunday. So, that was more significant than losing the $100,000 Bitcoin, in my opinion. Obviously, none of this is financial advice. Obviously, it's for education purposes only, and hopefully, we find a little bit of entertainment along the way. Woo-wee. So that's the weekly chart. That's the 2-week chart, still pending RSI sell signal over here. You got the 3-week chart. So many reasons why. Monthly chart, bearish divergence, right? Bearish divergence, buy signal November 2020. I mean, it's really late to the party. So by the time there's a crossover November or December, it's late. It's late. But here we are, continuing to sniper the markets together. So thank you for all of your support. I appreciate all of you. And let's see, 70,000 market snipers. I appreciate all of your support, and we'll continue to sniper the markets together. Boom, bam, bam. And we're just going to continue to get better, right? We're going to continue to get better, not only on the manual swing trades, but also the automated swing trades. The sharpshooter candle strategy 4.21. You get the sharpshooter market sniper sharpshooter RSI 3.2. You can see that's 5-minute Coinbase. You can see that's 1 hour futures. There's so many different ways you could set it up, right? So many different ways you can set it up. That's what we're still watching over here. Good afternoon, Caesar. Welcome back. Welcome back. What else? So we did hit target 4 barely. So we'll see what happens. Bitcoin futures hit target 4 barely. Got a small gap at 91,940 as well. And there's reasons all the way down to like $90,000. So we'll see target 4. And then below that, weekly chart, put this fractal out based off of Heikin-Ashi, but you see we're breaking down from longer term target 1. So we've already hit 4 shorter term targets, but we've only hit 1 longer term target so far. So if the bear market started October 6th, that was the top, we put out the Wyckoff distribution October 8th, and then we put out these charts. It was breaking down, weekly sell signal, back here, right? Started to put out the longer term charts of possible bear market. It means we still have like 11 months to go. So calling, like, they've literally called the bottom all the way down, and they'll continue to call the bottom all the way down. I don't know if they do it as like, it starts off as like a badge of honor, then it's like to save face. It's trying to like, oh, I'm, hardcore Bitcoin and blah blah blah, and you know, cool, sweet. But if you're so into Bitcoin, wouldn't your goal be to get more Bitcoin, right? Not just to hodl through a bear market. Like, if you want more Bitcoin, you know, if you were to sell up at, say, $110,000, when I posted several times that this may be the last time you'll be able to sell your $110,000, it could be a long time before you could, it might be the last time you sell $110,000 Bitcoin, right? With the possibility of buying it back at $55,000, just as a rough example, right? If you sold, say you owned one Bitcoin, right? Just for simple math. And when I said this might be the last time you sell your $110,000 Bitcoin for a while, like your opportunity, and it gave you multiple opportunities: 1 week, 2 week, 3 week, 4 week, 5 weeks, and almost 6 weeks gave you opportunity to sell your Bitcoin at $110,000. Like, it took forever. It happened in slow motion. We covered it every single day for the last month, right? And so if you had sold at $110,000, let's say, as an example, and hypothetically you bought it because Bitcoin has come back to the 200-week moving average in every bear market and has even gone below it at least 30%, and has hit target 5 in the last bear market, recent data, right? Then at $55,000, if you sold one Bitcoin, you would be able to have buying the dip with 2 Bitcoins, because you would have $110,000 plus. I think Coinbase still, I think it's still almost 5%. I think it's like 4.7. Last time I checked, cash is 4.7%. So if you hold it in USDC for nearly a year, and you collect, I don't know, just call it 5%, and you make $5,000, then you have $115,000 to buy the $55,000 Bitcoin by the right dip, or lower if you're waiting for a higher probability of a reversal with like bullish divergence, you know, which could be down here at like 45,000. You would have more than 2 Bitcoin. So if you're such a Bitcoiner, right, wouldn't you want more Bitcoin? That's my thought process. I think a little bit differently though. So my thought process is buy low. I know this is going to be crazy. Hold on. Take a deep breath. Buy low and sell into FOMO, right? And if you don't sell into FOMO, then there's bearish divergence, there are lower highs, and there are sell signals, right? So that's just my thought process, right? So buying low, the 200-week moving average. We talked about it when I was selling Bitcoin. I thought I was late to the party. I truly thought I was late to the party. I sold my 10x leverage long position at, it was exactly 60,750. So I was rounded up to 61,000. Plus, it sounds a little bit better. $250 better, right? So I sell it at, plus I don't want to say $60,750, but that's the truth. But I always say I sold Bitcoin at 61,000, and everyone lost their mind. And I thought I was late based off of the daily chart, based off of my sell of the parabolic trend line. all that stuff, right? In the hindsight, it was the top minus 10 to 13%, and that was my goal. It was a top minus 12%. Then my goal was to get better and buy the dip minus 5 to 8%, and it was like 5.5 or 6%. So I outperformed selling the top by buying the bottom down here at 16,800. And so selling high, I've already done it November 2021. I mean, going back to here, I actually sold this too. It was like 50,000 and was shorting it as well. And then at 32,300, I was buying the dip with the 10x leverage long again. Sold it at like 48, whatever it was. Small account, I shorted over here. And then at 44,000 was my average. I averaged in my 10x leverage long here, and that was another 6-figure trade with 10x leverage on from September to November. So it was like a 45, 60-day swing trade, another 6-figure trade over here. So, trading Bitcoin back in here allowed me to retire from mortgage and real estate, right? So I was able to hang up the cleats when the interest rates were extremely low. It was super easy to make money refinancing people and real estate and all that stuff. It was super easy, super easy. And I was working like 2 hours a day anyways, but having multiple 6-figure swing trades allowed me to let myself end that career after 17 years, right? So then had more swing trades, right? Additional swing trades. This was another top 5 swing trade in my career, another top 5, but I shorted ETH at $3,408. And then, so I feel like Bitcoin gives you like 4 to 6 amazing swing trades per year or less. So here we are. Fast forward. Great time to buy, not buy. So there you go. And so I'm expecting it to be another great time to buy down here, right? So we don't know. The only thing that would change my mind is that, of it being another 12-month bear market is what if, and there's never a guarantee, right? What if the overall stock market went into a prolonged bear market, right? That's the only thing, because Bitcoin's never experienced it. So if it went into like a 2008 or where the SP 500 dropped significantly, or the dot-com bubble where even Amazon dropped 90% and the NASDAQ dropped like 80-something percent. If the NASDAQ dropped 80-something percent and not like a 30% drop, that's the only thing that would change my mind, that Bitcoin can go much lower, right? So keep all that in mind. And then we'd probably be seeing a downward sloping 200-week moving average, which is not good. Just like we're seeing on Cardano, right? So this is a weekly chart on Cardano. Downward sloping since the second week of 2024. We've been covering this. This means to me that we're not going to see new all-time highs. So once we started seeing it drop the 200-week moving average, it's longer-term bearish. It's not good. Chainlink, longer-term, started decreasing on the 200-week moving average. Only hit 3 out of 4 targets to the upside longer-term. Never went on to make a new all-time high at $53. And let's see, let's look at the SMA. So 1508. So basically right around right there. June 2024. Downward sloping 200 week moving average. It's not great. So if you've been ultra bullish on Chainlink since then, might need to update your strategy. If you've been ultra bullish that we're going to go make new all-time highs on Cardano since December, probably need to update your strategy. XRP still upward sloping, but seems like it's going to come back for a retest. Did make new all-time highs, did have bearish divergence, did have lower highs, did have confirmed lower lows, and the weekly chart is still bearish. Algo, not doing anything. Ethereum, sell signal on the weekly chart. This would take out this pivot point as well with this weekly close. Doesn't look great. Back in target 4. We'll see what happens. What else? XLM. Jesse, take that off. Gosh. Sui getting chopped. Sui. I don't know. Ba-dum-dum. Drum roll. Let's see. Do we have one of those? No, that's different. Okay. That's so bad. That's so bad. Chop suey, right? Bitcoin dominance is breaking down. We laid this out back in September. Is it going to put in a lower high? Are we going to see altcoins bounce? A significant bounce? Are we going to see a mini altcoin season? Will the mini altcoin season turn into a full alt season? Right? That would be amazing. It's still bearish on the daily weekly chart. It's bearish on the 2-week chart. It's bearish on the 3-week chart, well below the trailing dots. And the monthly chart is hovering right around the trending dots. So here's the daily chart. We had pending sell signals, pending sell signals, pending sell signal, buy signal, but below the trending dots, below the upward trend line. And now it's breaking down, right? So are we going to see a significant bounce on altcoins? Are we going to see a mini alt season on altcoins? Are we going to see a full alt season on altcoins, right? So we laid it out. We laid out all of this back in September. Back in September, we laid all this out. I haven't changed a thing. The only thing I added was over here, right? So this would be like way more difficult. So that's the way I kind of envision like the difficulty, but it's currently breaking down right now. So started to break down, came all the way back up, starting to break back down, sell signal on the daily chart while the higher time frames have already started to reverse. This would be like more of a significant bounce. This would be like the significant bounce slash mini alt season. And this would be the mini alt season slash full alt season, right? So somewhere in between. That would be great. That would be great. XRP. Will this be a higher low? Maybe. Are we going to be ready for it? For sure. For sure, we'll be ready for it. Give us a fake out, put in a higher low, break out again. Let's go. Right? These targets are still valid. So even if it comes all the way up here, hits all 4 targets, that's still a significant bounce, right? Flip the 200 and we could see a mini alt season and or full alt season. So it's a bounce until proven otherwise. A bounce until proven otherwise. So we'll see. We'll see if it's going to get this bounce. This was a nice bounce over here. Nice bounce. That one was even from the trending dots all the way up to 91%, right? And this was more of a mini alt season. So from trending dots, 400%. That's a mini alt season. Are we going to get a full alt season? I don't know. But nice bounce, and it's a bounce until proven otherwise. But if you start seeing candle closes above the 200 and you start seeing candle closes above target 4 and you flip that heavy resistance into support, then we'll switch to mini alt season plus the weekly chart, etc., because the weekly chart training dots are up here, so could just bounce into the training dots, continue to consolidate, and let the 200-week moving average kind of catch up, right? And then flip certain areas and go from there. So bounce till proven otherwise. If we see price starting to flip back around and break out again, so it hasn't even broken out yet. It's still early, so it's pure speculation. It's all speculation right now. Always is. It always is. Dollar still holding on to target 1. We got additional targets over here. TLT is not doing much, breaking down again. Hut catching a bounce. No surprise. No surprise. Oh, I guess we got to do it. We got to do it. The canary in the coal mine. I posted many will be surprised if we see MicroStrategy go below $200. It did. I didn't post that yesterday. I posted that weeks, if not months ago. We'll have to look at it. $195. Right? $195 MicroStrategy. We talked about it back here on the daily chart. Was the top in at $543. We talked about it. We covered. I said it's too early to say, but that would have been a good time to lock in profits in hindsight, right? But we are calling it out in real time. Daily chart, the bearish engulfing candle, right? Could have sold a bearish engulfing candle at 397. Battled, dropped, came all the way back up to 457, and then lower, right? The Adam and Eve double top. The Adam and Eve double top. The canary in the coal mine has been in a bear market since November 2024. We had a weekly close below the confirmation line. So the magnet is getting stronger, not weaker. Do I expect it to happen by tomorrow? No, I don't. We even drew it out weeks ago that it could break down, come back for a back test at some point, and then continue lower after that. So, expect bounces along the way for sure. For sure, expect bounces along the way. But this is a higher time frame, and it's trending downward, right? So come back to retest the trending dots at some point. I expect that. I would expect that. So whether that's today whether that's tomorrow, maybe it's a couple weeks or a month from now, right? That's what I expect. So there we go. There we go. Let's see. Make sure we can see it. Right? Right. Could take some time to play out. That would take months. So who knows if it will or not. Once momentum builds up, it could happen fast, especially to the downside. As you're unwinding leverage, right? That's the crazy thing about deviations above the 200-week moving average. It's mostly fueled by leverage in the system. Companies using leverage and they buy back their own stocks. Companies using leverage and they buy Bitcoin. Retail use it. Hedge funds use it. Family offices probably use it. I'm sure they do. So, like I always say, leverage is the great equalizer, and it's also the great destroyer, right? So yield your power, yield that leverage power wisely. I've been saying that for a long time. Leverage is the great equalizer and destroyer. So be careful. Be careful. That's the canary in the coal mine. You're still bullish on Bitcoin making new all-time highs, right? While MicroStrategy broke the confirmation line and took out this pivot point. Okay, all up in here, maybe, right? Maybe, right? But as time goes on, no, definitely no. Definitely no. A weekly close below the confirmation line was last week, and you're still calling for new all-time highs? Time to update the strategy. Strategy. Pun intended, I guess. So there we go. What else? HODL. I always like to look at HODL. HODL. Tesla. There it is. HODL. Daily chart. Head and shoulders pattern basically played out. Right. Let's see. Yeah, I already drew that out. Right. Let's see. Roughly. Pretty close. Pretty close. Drew this out a while back. It was looking very similar to the Bitcoin's head and shoulders that I pointed out way back in October, almost a month ago. I pointed out the head and shoulders. Now everyone is, right? Everyone's doing Wyckoff schematics now. It's crazy. And then you got the, hey, I did the Wyckoff before you starting 2 weeks ago. And I was like, so someone posted Wyckoff like yesterday, right? And then you got someone replying, oh, I was so far ahead of you. I did Wyckoff 2 weeks ago. And then I posted, I'm like, cool. I see the same thing. I posted this on October 8th. If you don't pat yourself on the back, who's going to pat it, right? Who's going to pat it? What else? 9:30. Got some other work to do before I take over for wifey. I love hanging out with the baby anyways. So I love the baby. I love the baby. My baby. What else? Boop, boop, boop. Let's look at Magnificent 7. Netflix. Not looking great. Dow Jones had a pending sell signal. SP 500 had a sell signal yesterday. Could come back up for a retest of the trailing dots, right? Expect it. Russell 2000 was also leading the way, right? And it did in November 2021 as well, led the way of the SP 500. And so Bitcoin led the way first, and Russell 2000 was pretty close, if not within a couple of days of Bitcoin in 2021. So Bitcoin was quite a bit earlier than the Russell 2000 because the sell signal was, so the top was October 27th, and as of right now, and Bitcoin was October 6th. So it was lagging by like 3 weeks, but leading with a sell signal on October 30th compared to the SP 500, which had a sell November 6th, so like a week later, and then another one. So a couple weeks later, and same with the NASDAQ too. So October 30th, I guess, and then the 6th, and then the 13th, right? Yesterday. So Russell 2000 showing us the way on SP 500 and stuff too. And then the Dow Jones seems to be lagging because it made a new all-time high on November 12th. So that's what we're watching. Target 1's already been hit on the Russell 2000. So the Russell 2000 hit target 1 and was leading the way. Could one say that SP 500 may hit target 1 as well, or the NASDAQ may hit target 1 also, right? One could say that. Will it? I don't know. There's never a guarantee, right? Never a guarantee. Maybe it goes up and makes a new all-time high first and then comes back. And then we'd have to redo all these targets. Expect fake outs along the way. But we did have a lower high on the NASDAQ. We did have a lower low. So that would be an unexpected fake out if we get back above the trending dots. But I've been faked out before. So expect fake outs. Definitely expect fake outs. What else? Back to 96,400. Woo! Check some things. That's updated. Eye roll. That's updated. $2 trillion since June. Oof. What else? Yep, you got it, Mike. All right, let's look at gold futures. Bum, 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 bum. Thanks for the reminder. I forgot you mentioned it. What's this? Gold futures. Mm-hmm. So back over here, we talked about this, right? Due to the higher time frames, could we see bearish divergence? Could we see new all-time highs on two different scenarios? Or would we see like a lower high get put in and then come back down, right? So if we kind of go back to the monthly chart, we still have to lean one direction. But doesn't mean that one direction couldn't come all the way back down, right? So overall, the monthly chart is still ultra bullish. Starting to get pretty wicky up here, though. Like starting to get wicky. The month isn't over. Still 2 weeks to go. So we'll work our way backwards. 3-week chart is ultra bullish. but again, starting to get wicky, you know, maybe more sideways, let the trending dots kind of catch up, just kind of like similar to over here. It was up here, got pretty wicky, and then two, three, four, 5 candles before the next move up, you know. So the overall trend is still ultra bullish for now, right? 2-week chart, huge wick up and, created another wick. So maybe we're going to retest the trending dots, come to the weekly chart. Still ultra bullish. There is an RSI sell signal, but still ultra bullish as of right now. So, you know, I definitely wouldn't be shorting it, right? But uh it's possible we're coming in for a bigger retracement. It's, the higher probability is a lower high, whether there's bearish divergence or not. But, the higher time frames are still ultra bullish. It's just too early to call it, right? So you got this peak after a huge move for gold. That's a massive move for gold, right? All the way 30% is a big move for gold. So are we going to get a retracement while the higher time frames are still bullish and then makes another leg up maybe? All things consider, right? So however it plays out, it's currently still buy the dip season until proven otherwise, right? It's not short the bounce yet, unless you're on a really low time frame. Then maybe you're trying to short this bounce, right? So it's somewhere in between because the daily chart could be putting in a lower high, but the higher time frames are still ultra bullish. So and then boom or boom, right? Seems like it needs to consolidate. If you're ultra bullish on gold and you're hoping gold makes a new all-time high, right? You probably would want to see like a significant new all-time high, not just all-time high up here, but a significant next leg up. You probably want to see it consolidate first, right? If you're longer term bullish on gold, I was going to say Bitcoin, on gold, you probably want it to consolidate here first as a perma bull or, long-term bull, right? If it's breaking out first, it might start putting in a topping pattern, right? So that topping pattern could be bearish divergence, could, make a new all-time high, but not a significant one. And, go through a whole battle of it because the higher time frames are still bullish. So it seems like it would take time for a topping pattern to be put in. So if you're thinking longer term, you're bullish, you probably want to see a retracement, right? Consolidate, which is healthy. And then that next longer term breakout, right? Like if you're longer term bullish on gold, that's probably what you want to see. It's not up only forever. So if it's coming towards an end, maybe it only consolidates here, and then the move wouldn't be as strong to the upside, in my opinion. So That's the way I kind of look at it. So short term, if it's bullish, could start putting in at least a local topping pattern, and then in hindsight, it would be the top. So too early to say. But if it's not, and we're going to make the next big leg up, then you would expect well, I would think that we would retrace first, build up bigger energy, bigger momentum, and then go, right? So it's it's always tough when it's right at the verge of the next move higher, or we're retracing for a bigger move up. And it's still bullish above the trending dots on the daily chart as of right now. I'm out of water. Breaking news, I'm out of water. That's significant. So we'll probably have to call it here in the near future on this fabulous TGIF Friday. But I know that probably doesn't help a ton, Mike, but if you know me like you do, like 4 years now, uh, nothing's certain, especially when it's happening in real time, at it's now going sideways, right? So this was a strong move. Now we're consolidating. Probably if it's the next leg up, right? You see a big move up, and then you go through like a 60-day consolidation or whatever it is, and then maybe see another 90 days, whatever, and then you see the next move up. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah. 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 Yep. Long time market sniper. Thank you. What else? I think that's about it. Oh, shoot. Oh, no. What happened? Oh, no. Confirmed. The market bottom was not in on Bitcoin. Oof. Oof. Actually, the in-laws are here now, so I'm gonna actually just cut it short because not cut it short. We've been doing this for a while, but not gonna grab water and not. I just heard them, so I'm like, oh crap, the in-laws are here. Let's go hang out with them. So, anyways, with that, thank you for all of your support. I appreciate it. If you want to take your trading, your manual trading, and go down the deep path of automation, it's just the beginning for us. I've been doing it for 3.5 years. I've gone down the deep rabbit hole of automation, and there's so much to tap into. I have so many ideas. I'm going to roll out like 30 trading bots. The dashboard is brand new. That's already rolled out. And so much more to go on. Maybe the premium trading bot one day, but if you're already in it, you'll have a chance at the premium trading bot probably. If you're not, then if it ever gets rolled out, I think it will, but if it ever does, you have no chance, right? So I don't know. But this is what we got right now. So woo-wee. With that, thank you for all of your support. I appreciate it. Smash the like button. 70,000 marker snipers strong. So have a good rest of your day. Have a good weekend. Go outside. If it's not raining too hard, touch grass, play with the kids, hang out with the family, friends, whatever the case may be, your pets. We got to take our dog out for a walk, all that stuff. So have a good rest of your day, and we'll see you on the next live stream. Adios.